Sammy from the US.
So if I spend 10 to 15 minutes doing wudu, and maybe sometimes while I'm washing a limb, a part of the same limb dries up, would that break continuation?
First of all, the concept of one of your limbs drying while doing wudu invalidates the wudu is not true, especially in hot climated weather countries. So if I'm in a hot country and I wash my face, by the time I'm through washing my arms, my face would have dried. So I have to repeat the wudu again? No, this is not correct. So where did this concept come from? Most likely, when the scholars mentioned that there are 6 pillars of wudu, the first to be washing the face, then washing the arms to the elbows, then wiping the head and the ears, then washing the feet, then to be in this particular order. And finally, number 6 is to be simultaneous. When they mentioned the issue of being simultaneous, they wanted to elaborate a little bit. So they thought that the closest to people's minds would be that if there was a pause between washing a limb and the other one, and this pause was long enough for the limb to dry, this means that it was not done simultaneously or consecutively, hence the wudu is invalid. But this was not mentioned in the Quran nor in the Sunnah. So being simultaneous or consecutive, one after the other, is true without having a pause. But what do we mean by pause? We mean that if you wash your face and someone knocks on your door, you don't go out to check whether it's the delivery coming or not and speak with them and sign a paper and go back to the toilet and then wash your arms. No, this was interrupted. So having it dry does not impact your wudu. Nevertheless, to take 10 minutes or 15 minutes in wudu, this is outrageous. And it shows that you have a serious problem that has to be fixed. Because this is not what Islam is about. Islam is a religion of peace, of moderation, of tranquility. And what you're doing is none of the mentioned above. The Prophet ﷺ used to perform wudu with what is known as a mud, which is approximately 0.7 liter or less, about 0.7 liter, which means that if I fill up this mug, I can make wudu from this, which also means that his wudu would take probably 50 seconds, a minute at most. But when you perform wudu 10 to 15 minutes, this means that you're using gallons of water, not liters. And you are definitely doing something the Prophet did not do, alayhi salatu wasalam. So you tell me, are you more knowledgeable than the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam? Definitely not. Are you more God-fearing and righteous than the Prophet ﷺ? Definitely not. So there is no other choice or alternative left other than to say that you are having extreme OCD that is compelling you to go out of the way of the Prophet ﷺ and out of his sunnah. This is something you have to address before it is too late.